Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft. Here is my birthday area. If you have a birthday, please comment down below in the comment section, and I'll write it up here. And what we're under right now is a giant elephant, which has a mouth that looks very weird. I also found a swamp right here. And today, happy birthday to Money! There's also a ravine nearby, and I built a skeleton thing that doesn't look much like a skeleton. Today what I'll be building a giant rhinoceros. I'm going to pretend that this rhinoceros is going to fight my giant elephant. It's a little weird that one of the two largest animals on Earth are both gray, and that's really cool and a little weird as well. So first you have to start out by building the legs. You start out with the front two legs. And you start making them taller. Rhinos don't have very huge legs, so you don't need to make them too tall. And I forgot to add something to the elephant. Those aren't claws, those are actually hooves, I think. Rhinos are the third heaviest land animal. I'm going to be building a white rhino. White rhinos aren't really white. They're more of a grayish, darkish gray color. Well, their name was changed. People were supposed to be calling it wide-lipped rhinos, but they called them white rhinos instead of wide-lipped rhinos. So that's where the white rhino got their name from. White rhinos have short legs, so they're really sturdy. White rhinos can live in herds. Most rhinos don't live in herds, but white rhinos do. Black rhinos are solitary, and they won't live with other rhinos. Black rhinoceros and Sumatran rhinos are nearly extinct. There's only 50 of them left in the wild. White rhinos White rhinos are the most populated rhinos in the world. Rhinos can have charge strength powerful enough to push over trucks. They are also really long. That's a huge elephant. Elephants are actually much smaller than this. You may think they're giant, but they are giant, but they're not too big. They're like, I'm not sure, probably about as tall as an acacia tree. But that's still really tall. Elephants may not be the largest, tallest land mammal, but they are the smartest. They are so smart that people even use them as trucks or tractors. White rhinos only live in Africa. They don't live in Asia. Most rhinos live in Asia. 3 types of rhinos live in Asia. 2 live in Africa. Black and white rhinos live in Africa. Sumatran, Javan, and Indian live in Asia. Rhinos have small legs, so they can be sturdy when they're charging. Most of the time, rhinos are really slow, but when they get scared, they can run really fast. Most zoos have rhinos and elephants at them. Rhinos are the 3rd heaviest land mammal on Earth, but rhinos are the second largest land mammal. Hippos are the 3rd largest. Elephants and rhinos sometimes do actually fight. They usually fight for a mud wallow or something else that they both like. Even sometimes vegetation. Lots of white rhinos are social, so they may live in herds that include other plant eaters. Asian rhinos are one of the only rhinos. Some Asian rhinos love the water. African rhinos rather like the mud better than water. Rhinos and elephants both have short necks. Elephants have big ears to cool them off because they don't really like because they usually live in hotter places than the rhinos do. Most of the time, elephants and rhinos constantly keep eating. Oh wait, is that a wandering trader? I don't think I never knew wandering traders lived here. Sometimes if a rhino and the elephant want to go into the same mud wallow, they will usually and there's enough space for both, they'll go in, but they won't fight each other. But if there's not enough space for both, they will fight. Unless one immediately backs down. Most rhinos are solitary. Only when having a calf, or if it's a white rhino, they aren't solitary. Both rhinos and elephants live in Asia and Africa. And here's a tip when you're building. Make sure that there's an equal amount of sides on each side. Like this. So there's 2 on this side and 2 blocks on this side. So make sure it's like that. Rhinos have big heads, so they can carry their heavy horns. Rhinos are one of the most powerful animals in Africa. I don't think that would be good. So, I need this to be long. I knew rhinos have long faces, but not this one. How do I just do that? Wait a minute. No, that's okay. Rhinos will sometimes even chase other herbivores away. But those are mainly black rhinoceros. White rhinoceros will like other herbivores being with them. Rhinos also live with another animal all their lives. It's an animal. It's a type of bird called an oxpecker. Oxpeckers may look boring, but they can do a lot. They help rhinos get pesky bugs out of their body, like sometimes even from their ears. Rhinos don't have good seeing. So if they see something that's scary, they will charge. But if they think they're harmless, they'll do nothing. And that's another reason why oxpeckers are there. They'll warn the rhino if any predators approach. Rhinos have eyes on the side of their heads so they can see nearly all around them. The only part they can't see is directly behind them. But they also have a great sense of smell. So they could smell if anything's coming from behind. And that's another use for oxpeckers. Oxpeckers will look both ways while they peck at the rhinos. What are they called? Yeah, the bugs in the rhino. Bugs sometimes even make their home inside of rhinos. And they can be real pesky. So oxpeckers help clean a rhino's what is it called? Yeah, a rhino's the rhino's bugs that they have inside of it. Rhinos eat a lot, so they have to stay at one place for a very long time until that vegetation's done. Because they're always really hungry. And if they don't get enough, they'll starve. There's only a few animals that can eat more than a rhino. One's an elephant. Another is termites. Even though termites may look small, they eat more grass than any other grass eater on the African savanna. Rhinos have really heavy heads, so they need to be strong to carry it up. And here's the rhino. Totally finished rhino. Usually the elephant wins, but there's a chance that the rhino may win as well. Rhino horns are really strong, so there's a chance of the elephant getting injured than the rhino getting injured. So there's a chance of either one losing, depending on their size. Usually it's the elephant because the elephants are usually bigger. I have to build this bigger because rhinos don't lift their head up like that. Their head's usually down like there. And their neck is connected from their head. Rhinos will usually eat tough grasses or knocked over trees. Rhino versus elephant. Elephants usually will push the rhino out of their way, but if the rhino doesn't back down, they'll have a battle. Rhinos have sturdy legs. Elephants also have sturdy legs. Elephants have tusks. Rhinos have horns. Well, their rhino horn isn't exactly a horn. It's actually made out of keratin. Asian elephants don't have very big ears. So, because the Asian rainforests are much cooler than the African savannas. So, rhinos don't have very big ears. So it's very hard for them to cool off. But rhinos usually stay in mud wallows or something like that to keep cool. Rhinos, tiny ears doesn't help them, has a disadvantage of them hearing behind them. So if a lion or something is sneaking up behind them, they won't be able to hear it. But their nose is super sensitive, so their nose will pick it up. I need pink wool because the elephant end of its trunk is pink. So I need to okay, I already destroyed it. Wait a minute, that's not how it looks. So the elephant is much bigger and stronger. But still, the rhino still has an advantage with its strong wood. Which the elephant has a disadvantage because even though elephants can be really sturdy on their legs, they're still a little wobbly. So that's a disadvantage for elephants. And an advantage for rhinos. A disadvantage for the rhino would be a small body. With a small body, the elephant could easily push it out of the way. So that's another disadvantage. So those are one of the two largest animals in Africa. Oh, and here's the fossil I built. Again. It was actually supposed to be a rhino, but it's actually an elephant with a giant tail. It's a little weird, but I don't know why I did that. And did you know rhino horns are made out of keratin? We have keratin in our hair and fingernails. Oh, and another way, if you don't want to get out grass to fill the whole thing, you could just use that. Add that green leaves. If you're very far away, it looks exactly like grass. But it's not, it's actually this. But if you're from up here, it looks like just grass. There's literally like nothing there. It's like nothing's there. Ma? These are the largest land mammals. Wait, one of the two largest land mammals in the world. I really hate how sheep just destroy the grass. Well, that's another way you'll tell the difference that this is not a piece of grass. It's wool. And I am going to build another animal. This one's probably going to be the last one for this episode. It's another African animal, which is another titan. Which some people think it's pink, but no, it's actually more purplish. This titan is a hippo. Hippos also have short, sturdy legs, and they love the water. About as tall as a rhino's legs. They can be really clumsy on land, but in the water, they're like, I guess, an astronaut, because they don't really actually swim. They just jump on the bottom of the river, and really they don't swim. They just jump on the bottom of the river. Hippos are the second heaviest land mammals in the world. Hippos are the most aggressive of these titans. Hippos will even chase away crocodiles. These hippos and crocodiles rule the river, but hippos are more powerful. I don't think, no, hippos aren't this wide. They're much thinner. They're thin, but they're long. And most of the time they like to keep their heads low. But when they're out of the water, they have to keep their heads high, or else it would really hurt. So they're pretty thin. Even though hippos may be thin, they're the most aggressive of the African titans. And they are really long as well. And they will chase away even elephants by making them sound like a huge pride of lions, but there's just one hippo making that giant sound. Hippos can be also playful. Calves are really playful. Sometimes even adults may be playful. Even though they may be the most aggressive, they are pretty playful as well. Hippos are also one of the largest mammals in the world, like these two titans right here that are battling. Hippos are definitely not this huge. They are much smaller than that. That's about the size of an elephant. Well, in Minecraft. Hippos don't have very big tails, but they do have tails. They're pretty small, like that. Let me check if this is the right size. 1, 2, 1, 2. Build, build. Hippos have tall bodies, but they're still not very wide. They're not very wide, they're more thin. They're long and thin. Hippos can run 45 miles per hour. Even though they're super heavy, they can still run 45 miles per hour. It's gonna be hard to build this. Hippos are the third largest of the African titans. If it was a battle between these three titans, usually the hippo would win. Super powerful bites. They can cut a 20 foot crocodile in half. That's impressive. This may take a while to build. Finally, I finished this part. I heard that. I know hippos are tall, but not too tall. Wait, I should have kept that. I'm just going to do this. It will be much faster that way. Hippos mainly like to stay in the water, but at night they will come out to eat grass. So it's like they eat breakfast, dinner, and lunch at midnight when everything's quiet. But that's also a time where predators are awake. So It's a perfect time for the hippos to be awake at that time. Because if a predator spots them, the hippo could easily chase it away. Because lions will attack a hippo if it's sleeping, so. But hippos don't often sleep. They usually stay up most of their time, most of their life, really. Hippos have one of the largest mouths in the world. Hippos are the most common animal you'll be finding in a river in Africa. So, I don't know why I'm using so many black eyes for every animal, but I guess that's their natural color. Wait a minute, I don't think that's their natural color. And where do I forgot where the hippos are. Yeah, they go right here. Hippos are one of the most social titans in the world. Hippos also have teeth sticking out from their mouth. Oh, and you're wondering why it's still day. So I put it onto always morning, so it's going to stay at that time. They also have teeth sticking out from their mouths, so they're not like tusks. They're just teeth that stick out from their mouth. And hippopotamus, that doesn't look like a hippopotamus to me. It doesn't look the other ones do, but it will do. It will do. That does not look great. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so I can only do that, and then that, and then that, and that's it. So I can't do a big tail, but who cares? These don't have big tails on theirs. Hippos are the most dangerous animals, so if you see a hippo, don't try to get too close. Just stay out of its way. And then the hippo won't do anything to you. So I need to get pig for its nose because hippos have weird noses. And that's the end of this video. And we will have other episodes of different other games, not just Minecraft, other games as well. Oh wait, it's not the end of this episode. I still need to build this. And then it will be the end of this episode if I end that. Now it's the end of this episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.